In the previous lecture, we looked at determining what a breach is and whether or not that breach required reporting to regulators. Here we are going to discuss what notification requirements look like, that is, what should be included in our report. We will look at breach records and then processor reporting. When writing up your report to regulators, your report should include the following: the nature of the data breach, the number of impacted individuals, the categories of data breached, the number of records impacted, your organization's data protection officer contact details, the likely consequences of the breach, and the measures taken to address the breach and mitigate negative impact. I feel like most of these are pretty self-explanatory. So nature of the breach, how did it occur? Is this an unintentional loss? Was this a hack or ransomware attack? Categories of data, again, this is health data, this is financial data, this is biographical data. The likely consequences of the breach, for example, if social security numbers or financial data was lost, then perhaps likely consequences include identity theft. And finally, what measures your organization has taken to address the breach. These might be, for example, let's say the breach was of username and password. We have locked all of the impacted accounts and we have reset the passwords. When it comes to keeping records or documenting your breach, it's important that your organization records every breach. That record should include details equivalent to the regulator notification, which we just looked at. These records should be retained in perpetuity. And the objective of the record keeping is to allow regulators to examine previous response rationale. And this may be needed during an investigation or an audit. Our final note here concerns processor reporting. Remember, processors must report to the controller. We discussed just a moment ago reporting to regulators what the intended consequences or impact are. Processors won't do this. It is the controller's responsibility to perform the risk to rights and freedoms assessment. And again, remember, the processor reports to the controller and the controller performs the assessment. In this lecture, we looked at the notification requirements for reports going to regulators. These reports must include the nature of the breach, the number of impacted individuals, categories of data, number of records impacted, data protection officer contact details, likely consequences of the breach, and measures taken to address the breach and mitigate negative impact. Every breach must be recorded, and the objective of recording and retaining those records is to allow regulators in the future to examine your organization's previous response rationale. Finally, for processors, they report directly to the controller.